Yeah, obviously it was a tough game. Went up early, but Nashville's a really good team and battled back and did make it easy for us. I feel like we had some struggles in the second half with the shaping with their build out. They did a good job at holding possession against us, but in the end, a good team win and glad we got the job done.
Other questions there, Austin and Michael.
Duncan, I know it's been a while since you last got on the score sheet. That must have felt pretty good for you. Just kind of walk me through the build up, what you saw from Tyrese as he was pushing down the line.
Funnily enough, like 20 seconds before the goal, there was a stop and play, and Spicer told me to go first post. So it's great communication from him. He's a quality player, and when he hits the ball in the wing, I have a pretty good feeling he's gonna beat the guy. So I took a gamble, and he played a great ball. Obviously, it's a team that's ahead of us. I'm pretty sure.
They were.
Okay, well, yeah. So that was a big win for us. Yeah. A huge team win. We've thought about it this week. Every game is basically a playoff game with that mentality. With how late we are in the season. So we came out right and got the job done. I wasn't in there for halftime, so I have no idea what the message was. But I think we made some good adjustments. Obviously, it was frustrating for us to concede right before halftime with a minute left, but I think we kind of got back to our roots of what we decided to come out with for the game plan this week, and I think we got a really good job of getting back to those in the second half after they scored the second. Obviously good to see the team with energy so late in the game. It was a hot one, but it's inspiring when you have guys who've been on the field for 89 minutes, running their butts off and it makes the guys that come off the bench want to work even harder. And luckily, we had a lot of energy left with 90 minutes. So shout out to the guys, and we were able to put them on their back heels in the last 3 minutes and get a goal.
We'll go online to Luis Carlos Pineda.
Hi, Duncan. Congrats on the goal and the result. I wanted to ask you. Obviously, this win feels like a statement of resilience after a tough stretch. From a tactical standpoint, what aspects of tonight's performance can Orlando build on for the playoff push? Thank you.
I think we did a pretty good job at the first line of defense with the wingers, forwards, and midfielders. I think we did a good job communicating, front line to back line about where the guys were, and I think that it's only going to help us going forward. Definitely, Nashville's a very good team, as we learned early in the season, and they are very dangerous, and I think we knew that going into tonight's game, and Oscar was saying all week that this is a playoff game. They're going to come out, they're in playoff contention, and they want to hold that top four spot, so they're going to get everything they got, and I think we responded well.
I congratulate our players today with such an important victory against a very good rival too. Also, our fans that were supporting us all the time, and those last 10 minutes I felt the push that our crowd had over the players, and they're part of our games that much. So congratulate as well Martin with such a data, with that contribution that he has done for goals in this franchise, and how important he has been for the club, and how important he has been as well for this year so far. And regarding the game, a very competitive game since the first minute. I thought we start sensing the playoff for all of us, and we will keep pushing. There is a bunch of things that happen during the game that we wanted to happen again, and I saw them, and the boys felt it, and just going again in that direction would help us in this end of the regular season. Right. Well, it was hard to swell that first goal because we have the game so controlled, and also we have a very clear play to put the game 3-0, and then we come walking out from the field 2-1 again with that stress tied, and again those moments we need to be better. We need to be solid. We need to concrete our defensive side as well, not just scoring, but we have to close the games in those moments. But also after our rest, we came up, and I have to give credit to Nashville because that goal, the 2-2, was a good movement that they had. But the team was steady. We were looking for our chances. We knew that we needed to defend them as well, and the guys that came from the bench helped us, and they brought us energy and very typical play from someone like a Spicer. He has that left angle, and Duncan that attacked the box with such a energy. It just gave us, again, not just that goal, but that tool that we can use from now on. We knew for the system and the structure that Nashville has, they like to have the ball, and especially in that first third of the field. So sometimes they put 6-7 players in that zone. They want us to go look for them or go and chase them. We wanted to be solid, and it worked well. We wanted to fight for the possession, but it was not our priority, knowing that we have fast players that can take advantage of those spaces. So there will be many times where I said, I want it all. I want it. Today it was not my main concern. Today we needed space. We had a ton of possession in DC, and we couldn't open the goals as we wanted. Today, we much than anything, we needed space, and we took advantage of those moments because the goal came in that nature, basically. Bueno, pensé que íbamos a tener unas acciones de gol por la apertura que nos da Spicer por el carril izquierdo. También la energía de Duncan, que a ese punto empieza a encontrar centrales que ya están más desgastados. Pero no queríamos tampoco perder la oportunidad de ofenderlos con jugadores que nosotros sabemos que tienen gol, como Martín, como Pasalic. Y pensé que íbamos a tener las opciones necesarias. Yo realmente sabía que el juego nos iba a dar la oportunidad. Lo que no quería concederles era espacio a ellos para que de pronto pusieran el partido de ellos a 3-2, porque era muy difícil en ese momento. Íbamos a tener alguna chance y pues la aprovechamos. Eso pasó. Lo primero, sí, nos quedamos con bronca porque teníamos el juego muy controlado, 0. Y ya en ese momento tenemos que cerrar en la mitad, ¿no? Venir a hacer algunas correcciones o incrementar el volumen de las cosas que estábamos haciendo muy bien. Y te pone 2-1 el juego y nos ponen tensos otra vez en una jugada que yo creo que la teníamos controlada. Entonces es verdad que ese manejo de los tiempos pues es lo que uno persigue como equipo y como entrenador. Y el otro gol también le da bronca a uno porque como lo cogen a uno tan rápido y uno acusa un poco la falta de concentración ahí. Pero también tengo que darle crédito que Nashville, creo que en ese segundo gol la movieron la pelota bien y le anticiparon bien a David y bueno, pero nuestra respuesta fue muy positiva. No nos vinimos abajo, creo que igualamos y luego empezamos a escalar y terminamos fuertes. Kyle, no, bueno. Anything I say about Kyle is you have heard me about him. He's always there, and such a smart and intelligent and committed player that we always use in any position. And today he played another great game. Jugó muy bien otra vez. Y Kyle es así, ¿no? jugador callado, que cumple, jugador de equipo que pues cualquier cosa que pueda decir de eso y no exageraría en esa calidad de jugador que tenemos con él. It's so healthy for us in this point of the season to recover Duncan into a good decent level because he has not too many matches in this spot or this period where he was injured, 2 surgeries, the lack of contact, the lack of minutes, and then we're trying to reduce that with our medical department, with Gonzalo that is pushing tremendously on him and working him out to see if we can reduce the weight on him and his best level. And I know the response of Duncan today is so healthy for the group. We need someone like him. We need that energy. We need that push. We need that care that he has for the group. And now he's getting his timing back. I saw him in the training also, and I was glad to see that.
I wanted to ask you, congrats on the win first and foremost. With Nashville pulling 2 goals back from the second half, what tactical shift, obviously, did you make at the back, especially defensively, to shore up the defense and prevent them from, obviously, scoring more goals, especially having forwards like Suric that cost you a lot of problems early in the season? Thank you.
Right now, we have multiple things that we saw in the prior games with Nashville that we wanted to correct, especially those that you mentioned. The volume that they have with Mukhtar, with Saric, those players that they connect with each other with a lot of frequency, without giving up on our best or first, and the intention to attack and to create our chances and go forward. You all know that you have to think about the strengths of the other team too, and they have. So we wanted to take care of them both. By the way, I think in the last minutes when Colin Gasky came on the field, it was another great news. I saw a lot of personality on him, and so glad to see him closing the game and winning it too. So, but yeah, to what you mentioned, they're strong in those positions, and certainly we knew that it was going to be a big match in that part. Well, first is we share with him every single day. Has to say that is a tremendous big human being that has landed here in Orlando, and his professionalism is an example for everyone. The patience that he has to adapt to the culture, to the league, always just pushing, and now becoming the player that I know he wants to be. And now this data just tells us how important Martin has been. So nothing but congratulations and express from all the players, coaches, and the community that we really appreciate what he does for the club.
Bueno, pensamientos son todos de felicidad, la verdad que muy contento por la victoria, sí, obvio por los 2 goles que pude convertir y se pudo ganar con los goles y bueno, el gran partido del equipo. Vuelvo a repetir, estoy muy feliz, mis pensamientos son todos positivos como han sido todo el año, orgulloso de pertenecer a este grupo. Hermoso, la verdad que hermoso y muy orgulloso por lo que vengo logrando en esos años en el club. La verdad que siempre voy a decir lo mismo, mi trabajo es aportar mi granito de arena para que el club pueda conseguir títulos, para que mis compañeros que día a día me ayudan a seguir mejorando, ayudarlos a ganar partidos de mi lugar, y no tan solo hablo de los goles, también de correr y defender, que de eso se trata. Y creo que eso no ha llevado hasta aquí y me ha ayudado a seguir mejorando con no solo conformarme con hacer goles o asistencia. Vuelvo a repetir, esto continúa, nada terminó, no me conformo. Mi mentalidad está en ganar títulos, así que bueno, esa es la idea y ojalá Dios quiera se pueda coronar con algo lindo a fin de año. Bueno, una locura la realidad, porque uno entrena para ese momento poder hacer un gol de tiro libre. Creo que todo jugador sueña con hacer un gol de tiro libre, y de esa manera veníamos entrenando con el cuerpo técnico, y creo que hoy, gracias a Dios, pudo salir y bueno, pudo entrar, que también sirvió para ganar el partido 1-0 en ese momento. Y la charla que tuve con Lucho, a lo primero lo quería patear él, la realidad, pero bueno, fue una charla buena. Lucho es una gran persona que día a día me ha ayudado a mejorar, y después bueno, cuando le dije que estaba convencido de patearlo, él me ayudó a tener confianza en ese remate y a tomar una buena decisión, así que repito, contento porque pudo haber entrado. Bueno, muchas gracias. Soy un agradecido, la realidad que soy un agradecido a todo el club, a toda la gente que pertenece al club, tanto al staff, a mis compañeros, cuerpo técnico, pero a los fans que día a día me dan su apoyo desde la tribuna. Siempre voy a decir lo mismo, mi trabajo es dar lo mejor para el club, mi trabajo es darle felicidad a la gente que mira el partido, que disfrute el partido. Yo lo hablo con mi guía, que es una persona que me ayuda día a día a seguir mejorando. En las fotos que estoy festejando los goles y sale la gente, los fans de atrás, y ver la cara de felicidad de ellos, eso es lo que me llena. Ver a ellos felices en el momento de los goles, ver a mi mujer, a mi hijo saltando de felicidad, ver a mis compañeros que no están siendo convocados arriba también contentos, a mis compañeros ahí en el banco, al cuerpo técnico. Creo que es algo hermoso, una satisfacción muy grande, que no solo la felicidad es mía interna, te repito, es mucha satisfacción que cobré en eso. No sé si va a pasar o no va a pasar. Mi trabajo es seguir mejorando, es seguir ayudando a ganar partidos, y al final de temporada se verá. Así que bueno, es competir sanamente y seguir haciendo goles, asistencias y ayudar al equipo.
Gracias.
Muchas gracias. Sinceramente fue en un momento raro, porque no me venía sintiendo bien, con la pelota en toma de decisiones. Tuve algunos errores no forzados que bueno, en eso estoy trabajando para que no me pase, y eso es también la fortaleza mental, que uno pueda salir de esos momentos, de los errores que viene teniendo. Para eso trabajo, para que cuando me pase esto, que no me lleve a lo largo del partido, y que la siguiente pelota sea la primera y lo que pasó. Creo que eso me ayudó también a patear con una confianza extra el tiro libre, y a los 2 minutos poder hacer ese gol con el pase de Kai, que es una máquina, que nos ayudó un montón, y bueno, contento por él también, que me pudo asistir. Y bueno, y el festejo, siempre voy a decir lo mismo, es más que nada porque me gusta la meditación, lo trabajo mucho con mi vida espiritual. Meditamos, trabajo mucho sobre eso, sobre lo interno del ser humano, y el ser consciente en el día a día, el disfrutar el momento, y no solo es una frase, el disfrutar el momento. Creo que es el ser consciente, disfrutar el momento, la realidad, disfrutar el momento que estoy pasando con mi hijo, jugando con mi hijo, disfrutar el momento con mi familia, disfrutar el momento en cada entrenamiento, y eso, el ser consciente, me ayuda a crecer día a día. y a seguir esforzando. La celebración viene por eso, porque mi hijo me ha visto y le ha comentado a mi mujer que me he ido a meditar y bueno, él me pidió ese festejo, también ha visto en YouTube por video de Haaland, así que bueno, justo también viene de ese lugar.